Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? I want to thank everyone for joining me here. The activity in the comment section. See one user with the name of Osmandius. You guys all know Osmandius, right? Shelley. My name is Osmandius, King of Kings. Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains round the site of that colossal wreck, or round the decay of that colossal wreck. Boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Before we get going, I know that several of you are wondering about the title. I'm going to do my best to keep this salt-free. Why not? Unless it has to do with Denver, because Denver sucks. Denver sucks in the chat, by the way. Very appreciative. I was thinking this over Christmas of all of you for so many reasons. When it comes to the reasons I am thankful for you, it is your thirst for knowledge and truth. It is to be respected. It is to be sought after, but done so with the awareness that he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. I assure all of you I know much. Anyway, coming to you from my living room instead of the upstairs studio right now, because it is one of the last nights for some of the holiday stuff at Elitch, and Kat has taken the kids. Yes, I know that's in Denver, but they're protected. So we have our first super chat. What's up, Robert? Robert says, hello, dude. I just want to hear you say one more time, Paul Begley and Mike from around the world are frauds. I don't know. Will doing that count as salt? How about I merely say, I listen to many individuals, anyone who I believe has the slightest shred of merit to what they say. Paul has been around for a long time. Mike is a newer addition. I've done my homework and I don't listen to them. I wish them well, though. T. Cole, it is always good to see you, my friend. Do a podcast with Stephen or Stephen Burns. I don't know who that is. Email him. Tell him to email me. We'll see. Hopi, come here. I'm getting text messages to show hope. Hold on one second. Dick Dickerson. I cannot support a no salt stream as salt makes the sheep learn something. Still love you, though. Denver sucks. Well, that's respectable. Hopi, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Maybe, you know, it was little Hopi's birthday recently. If you came to the Mobile Observatory Project, the tour we did around the United States or Canada, you may have met Hope or her big brother Achilles. We lost big brother Achilles Thanksgiving 2 years ago. Well, Hopi has now made it to Achilles' age. She's still here, still kicking. And yes, she does look like Toto. Anyway, what questions do we have tonight on this AMA? And for those who don't know what an AMA is, it stands for Ask Me Anything. Will the pole shift cause the Earth rotation flip or the crust break loose from the mantle? The second one. The second one. But then the crust goes like that. Because it is a simple matter of physics that in a spinning object, the points of greatest weight distribution want to spin at the point of greatest centrifugal force, which is, of course, the equator. The poles already want to spin at the equator, but the crust is locked to the mantle. They can't do it. They're stuck there in prison. They will be unlocked by the micronova-induced electric current. Ben, have you ever seen the grid pattern in the sky? If so, what is the reasoning behind it? I did a Twitter post not long ago about how much our community sucks at anti-chemtrail discourse. I am against geoengineering, weather modification. Definitely against it. I also got to admit, our community sucks at this. You have no idea what we're looking at. Are you looking for white lines in the sky or soupy skies? No. No. If you can see the airplane, no. No. Any idea how much air traffic there is now compared to just a few decades ago? It's outrageous. Any idea how much more water vapor they produce due to more efficient engines and how much more chop there is due to those better engines? Any idea how much more electricity there is in the atmosphere due to Earth's weakening magnetic field causing the dust and the water vapor to come together and stay together for longer? A contract would have only lasted a few minutes in 1990. Could last a few hours now. It doesn't mean they're not doing it. Yeah, they're doing it. But we suck at this as a community. That's all I'm going to say about that. Will our cigars survive the flip? Yeah, let's go with yes. Is Argentina's safe zone the best one of all the continents? No, the best one of all the continents is the new Valley of the Sun. Obviously. Undercover Bird, happy to make the live. Been watching playlists, so no questions. Hoping to visit the ranch soon. Right on, the ranch is going to open next year, early next year. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Mom, for your support. Hopi, just cuddle up already. Jeez. Fidgety little thing. Ben, looks like Randall may be bringing some people over to Considering the Truth About the Sun. Thoughts on another interview with him? Stay safe, bro. No, on the interview with him. I heard that he was mentioning the sun a lot more recently. I heard he didn't mention me whatsoever, even though I'm the reason he was thinking about the sun. And no, I am not going to go watch the thing for myself. I do not have 2 hours to sit there and listen to him dribble on, covering 5% of what I've told you guys in 5 minutes. But I hope he's doing well. This is what no salt looks like, by the way. Tucker Carlson's opinion on aliens, too scary to talk about. I'm thinking angels and demons. I'm thinking you're about right. CERN is their attempt at a portal. But not to anywhere in this realm. You can think that sounds crazy if you'd like to. But if you care to express that you think that sounds crazy, I would like to also hear your rationale of why you think you're better at that physics than me. Serious question. How do you know where the arc discharge will hit? I think you mentioned it will hit somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. So, you know how the ancients could predict eclipses, but they also thought that the sun and moon were capricious gods who would get mad at us for the things we did? They understood the pattern. They could predict the pattern, even if they didn't understand the mechanics of it. That's where we are with where the micronova flash and where the arc discharge will hit. We can see the evidence of them 12,000, 24,000, 36,000, 48,000 years ago, and they are ticking around the world in a perfect pattern. Why? I don't know. Capricious gods doing things. I don't understand the mechanism, but that doesn't mean we can't understand the pattern and see where it's going to happen next. The flash will happen over Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Europe. The micronova shell impact and arc discharge due to the compression of the magnetic field will happen over the West Pacific. knowledge, sorrow. Anyway. With major and minor excursions every 12,000 and 6,000 years, could this be the answer to the Fermi paradox? Not enough time to get spacefaring race going. So I don't know if this happens on every planet. Probably happens on most planets in our solar system, but I don't know if it happens in every solar system. I was just answering a question before we got started talking about do all stars micronova? No, probably only G-type stars or those very close to G-type stars. You got two stars in a close binary, their magnetic fields are going to protect each other. The most common stars in our galaxy, red dwarfs, they're going to super flare, just like we've seen from Proxima, Barnard Star, AD Leo, Gliese, 531 recently. I don't know, the ones that are booming in a line with us being next. Anyway, how will the moving pole shift affect us? Silver Beast, you are going to have to do some homework. Right down below the video, in the description box that's literally right below where I am, click more info, find the playlist, watch Earth disaster video, the solar micronova video. That one, you're going to have to do your homework. That's relatively basic. It is a long story. I'm not going to bust all of that out here, but yeah. Terry says Cliff High has lost his soul. It's sad. That's extreme. Gil, I like how I managed to actually see your comment asking, can I ask a question? But you don't ask your question there. And the chances of me seeing anyone's individual comment are relatively low because there are so many. So Gil, good job wasting your opportunity there, man. Hopefully I'll see it when you actually post it. Here's a good one. How was my Christmas? If you follow me on Twitter, you know I made my children very happy. And you should all be following me on Twitter. And I don't want any excuses of this or that. No, silence. If you are on any social media at all, it should be Twitter. My kids got very happy with what I got them. It was a throwback to my childhood. Rachel Taylor, I don't do Twitter. Comment about it. Everybody make fun of Rachel Taylor so I don't have to get too salty. Rachel Taylor says, I don't do Twitter. Everybody make fun of her for that. No, I will not call it X. I refuse. That is Twitter. Why would there be clouds in perfect rows? I literally explained that, Vanessa. I literally just explained why. Do you know about travel lanes for airplanes? Cyber Polygon, are we expecting manufactured cyber attacks soon? I don't know what we're expecting. Expect the unexpected. Savage Lee says, how vapid. Twitter sucks too. Everybody make fun of Savage Lee while I block him forever. Oh, looks like you can't comment now. That's what I'm going to do. Instead of this, instead of getting salty and doing all that, I'm just going to tell everyone to make fun of you and then block you so you can't respond. That sounds fun. I like that idea. What? Hope agrees. Hope thinks that's exactly how I should do this. So I know it's not Twitter anymore. I don't care. It's Twitter to me. I'm not calling it X. X, go give it. No, what? No, it's not X. It's Twitter. Bzzz. Commercial. Anyway. Do you believe in our Savior? Says the person who obviously doesn't watch me very often. Hope you're making another appearance on the live stream. Hello. Isn't she cute? Michaela. Hello. Thank you. Canadian Greek Me says, do you really think we have until 2045 before the sun pops? I believe it will be before 2033. You base this on what exactly? What math or what secrets do you have access to? Candide Discipulus. Does Ben or anyone else have some creator they recommend in this space? Someone kind of like Doug or Ben. Let me explain something to you. I did not want to start a YouTube channel. I didn't want to be doing this. I was making a lot of money what I was doing before. Kat was too. We quit our high-paying jobs to follow the truth and deliver it because nobody was delivering it properly. Doug came along and did an okay job. He did a pretty good job. I still think he made several pretty significant mistakes. Hi, little one. If you guys find someone who actually does this properly, let me know so I don't have to do this anymore. Can I become carb intolerant following carnivore? I don't know. What's my pup's name? Jacques. I literally mentioned it a bunch of times. If you were following me on Twitter, you'd know. Somebody just say kitty. That is not a cat. Come here, dog. Does this look like a cat? The look on her face is like, did the bitch just call me a cat? Yeah, I had a good laugh at Zuck's bunker in Hawaii. Did you have a good laugh at the video I made about it? I'm trying not to be salty, CD. This is me when I'm not being salty. Anyway, Roos, I'm sorry. I have no idea if you can become carb intolerant following carnivore. October 2046, all hell breaks loose. I presume you mean loose, Candace. But again, be careful just blindly believing whatever vote says. I respect the man a lot. I'm going to miss him. It's one of the things I believe he got wrong. Hey, bro, what's good? What's good? Hope you're keeping well. Had a great Christmas. You got married, had a little boy, named him Buddy. Everyone healthy and happy. Oh, man, that's great to hear, Paul. I'm really happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Yes, T. Cole. Hope looks a little bit like Ren from Ren and Stimpy if Ren had hair. You're not wrong. Why did you delete all live sessions from the last month? I didn't. I set the lives to go to unlisted afterwards because people would show up and literally not pay any attention a day or 3 days later and then start typing a whole bunch of completely inane BS in the comment section. So it's now a thing where if you don't catch the live, you don't catch it. Ben, you talk about underground home. Have you seen Alex Wilder's YouTube channel building them? No, I haven't. I have no idea who that is. Any news on findings in the Down Under? I don't know what that means. Well, the escalation in the world, the elites digging in, do they have more accurate estimation for the moment than we do? And if so, any guesses how? I don't think they have any idea what they're doing or when it will happen exactly. After the flip, will the volcanic ash cause 10 years of winter and prevent crops? No. No, how to tech. There'd be nothing left on this planet if that had ever happened before. They discuss about a terrible, terrible week, followed by a golden age. Yes, the micronova dust will block out the sun. The world will get very cold very fast. But in the wake of the micronova, the surface of the sun's reorganization will cause super flares, massive super flares, daily, hourly, perhaps. They will blow away the dust and heat us back up nicely. Man, these are coming in so fast. Hey, Ben, anything on NASARA? I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. Have you seen Leave the World Behind, produced by Barack Obama? No, and I have no intention of watching that. Can the pole shifts occur without extreme changes on the planet? Will all parts of the planet be affected after a major solar flare? Michaela, you're going to have to watch the playlist. I'm going to do my best to answer even noob questions and stuff I've answered before, but someone calling me a douchebag for no reason. God bless you. You're now blocked forever. Barb, Happy New Year. Too soon? Never too soon for you, my love. Would you consider adding those unlisted live streams to the Observer newsletter? Considering it. No, probably not. TS, thank you. Appreciate the support. Same from you, CD Morse. Thank you very much. Emily says, I've always seen people say Denver sucks. Is it really that terrible? Yes. Not only does it have everything wrong with a big city that is wrong with every other big city, but there are more secret satanic covens in Denver than anywhere else in the world, and that includes Hollywood. Facts. It is a terrible, evil place. Will you please explain what metal in a house will do when it all goes down? If fire suppression on hand, can we ride it out in a basement, high ground, safe area, preps for a decade of winter? Metal has a chance to arc or melt. Either one can start a fire. Many Mandarin-speaking channels with huge followers are discussing the Adam and Eve story. I've been commenting your links. Hopefully we keep getting more people awakened to the issue globally. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Thank you, Saul. Sweet Polly. It's a heck of an emoji there. Thank you. Appreciate that. Gil says, I've got mixed feelings about Ben, but listen anyway. Well, how about this, Gil? Since you've decided to comment again, and it's not the question you wanted to ask, what's your problem with me, huh? Send me an email. Ask me what you need to ask. Unlisted doesn't... Oh, well, I scrolled too far, and I have no idea where that is anymore. Refined Hayseed. How do you feel about Denver? Special. Jacques, I know about the Satanism in Wisconsin. Denver blows it out of the water. See how I just bleeped myself mid-sentence there? Blows it out of the water. Not even close. And yes, I'm comparing the city of Denver to the entire state of Wisconsin. Can we stop talking about Denver? Anyway, Refined, that's really funny, actually. Like, it's funnier than I showed. But I appreciate that support, my friend. That's really awesome. Denver eats babies. I like that one. I'll allow that. Ben, what's your birth time? I'd like to see your... Don't do that. Have you guys seen the meme about that? Where the kid texts his mom, what time was I born? And the mom texts back, stay away from her. I don't know if I feel that strongly, Maiden, but do you have any idea? Look at what I do and look at what I talk about. Do you have the foggiest idea how many times people have done my astrological chart? Why isn't there any talk about Soho SDO replacement? You mean GOES? GOES is the SDO replacement. They need one for Soho badly. Unlisted doesn't mean you can't access. No, it means you just can't find it. Do you think this will happen in our lifetimes, Ben? Charlie, have you not watched the background videos, the homework? I tell you when to expect it. It's worth it. Right down there below the video. The Earth disaster video and the solar micronova video. They will also answer the next 500 questions that are going to come to your mind. It's worth doing the homework. It'll take less than an hour. All right. Mr. DJ, thank you for the support. Appreciate that. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Have you seen the research regarding position of the planets and solar flares? There is a correlation. You mean like the 9 or 10 times I've reported on that and shown the papers? Which paper were you seeing? Because I've shown all of them. Some of them are in my original book from 2015. Anyway. Rachel and I agree. He needs to soften his heart a little. Michelle? Shut up. I was going to explain for the 1,000th time why I intentionally act a certain way on live streams. I don't even have it in me right now. Ben, do you believe the USGS downgrades all earthquakes from what they actually are? No, some they upgrade after they come in. Most of the ones that initially come in are machine graded. And it is very clear in the documentation, if you know anything about the machine readings, why they will always, always, always overestimate the magnitude. Because when it comes to that, and emergency response potential for a given situation, it's a whole lot better to overestimate than underestimate. Did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. Natural Born Rebel. I can see you follow me on Twitter. In the 1859 solar flare, did any railroad tracks melt? No. No. That was only like an X50, X60. Yeah, that would be bad for any circuit or any copper wire. But you're talking about a thick train track. You need a micronova or something in the X500 range or higher. Aw, somebody came here just to say fear porn. God bless. Ben, are you ready for the financial depression? Yep. Do you believe you possibly have borderline personality disorder? I'm sure. This is an act on the live stream. How many of you have met me in person? Is this how I am in person? Do I literally have to say for the 1,000th time why I act this way on live streams? It is for a very specific purpose. No, I don't have borderline personality disorder. Is your hearing aid out of batteries, Edward? Trying not to get salty here, but some of you, damn. Dumbbell bench or barbell? Dumbbell, but also with the cable fly press machine. I love that. I absolutely love that. Totally underrated. And for people who are like, oh, machines. No. Your muscles have no idea whether you're using dumbbells, barbells, machines, cables. They speak one language, hypertrophy. That's it. Ben, my late husband got me watching you, and I appreciate your truth. The truth. Keep it up. Becca, what a nice thing to say. God rest your husband. I lived in Denver in 2005. Denver does suck indeed. Thank you for the support there, buddy. Okay, we got some super chats here. Won't let me send a super chat about CERN. Keep saying edit and try again. Oh, I'm sorry about that, T. Cole. I do apologize. That stinks. How do you feel about Florence, Colorado? Are you aware of where Observer Ranch is? I will say this. There's a lot of people who are picking land close to, around Observer Ranch, and who think that they're just going to be a part of Observer Ranch. God bless. I'd ask a question, but I don't want to get yelled at. That's fine. 9 of 9. God bless you. I'd like to think Hannes would have been proud of me beyond. I really like to think Hannes would have been proud. How does the sun not burn off the dust before it can accumulate? Andy, so that is another one that I have described many times, but I guess I'll do it again. Why not? When the magnetic null point, the actual galactic magnetic reversal point, hits the sun, it triggers major problems with the electrical processes in the photosphere and chromosphere that actually cause the solar wind outflow, and they also will decrease the UV luminosity, which is why it is allowed to build up at that time. I like when people just give it away that they haven't done the homework, and they're like, I don't have to do this. I'm just going to type it and make Ben talk to me. I've met Ben. He's a fine man, husband and father. He's a faithful believer, so y'all back off. Terry, thank you. Appreciate that. But yes, this is an act here on live streams, and I do it for a very specific purpose. Lurking, that's funny. Michaela, appreciate you. Undercover Bird. Serious question I have is, how do we deal with the masses of folk who lack cognitive skills till the changes come? It's really bad out there. I stay at home as much as possible. Too many bots. By bots in real life, you mean the NPCs, and yeah, they're getting hard to deal with. Wouldn't crustal slip cause deadly G-forces? No, Kira, it wouldn't. I'm a huge fan of your name, though. I don't know if you know my daughter's name, Kira. But no, it would not cause deadly forces. Again, if you had done the homework, down there in the description box. Peak acceleration, which is going to last for several hours. Peak acceleration will be about 17 miles per hour per second. 17 miles per hour per second. If you've come to a fast stop in a car at a stop sign, you've decelerated much quicker than that. Certainly not deadly G-forces. G. I got put on timeout. That's unfortunate, Robert. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. Divine appointment. Yes. The way I behave on live streams is an act. What's hard to understand about that? You know what? Fine. I'll just say it again. I do it for one reason and one reason only, in the hopes that somebody who is getting tricked in the wrong way by my behaviors stops for a moment and thinks to himself, wait a minute. I'm getting flustered by a guy talking on the internet. What the hell is my plan when the sun turns red? When the crust slips? Oh God, I've got really, really bad problems, don't I? That's the entire purpose of why I act this way. Now shut up. Ben, the awesome Benolator. I like that, Westy. Nice. I think I might start using that. Probably not, but anyway. Dr. Y, more specifically near the Arkansas River. Yeah, I know where Florence is, buddy. The Arkansas River runs basically right through Florence. It's a lovely place, Dr. Y. Michelle, goodbye. Goodbye, Michelle. Shut up. I tried to keep it unsalty. but you have literally been a CUNT here. Even after I just explained why I do this, and there's tons of people in the comments who are saying, no, this is an act. Ben isn't like this in real life. Ben's doing this for a specific purpose. Goodbye, Michelle. I so tried not to be salty. EAD, Michelle. EAD. Bye, Felicia. Thank you, Big Tex. That's what I was looking for in my head. Bobby Hill. Sorry about that. Oh, by the way, great name. Great username. Holy moly. Damn it, Bobby. Have you combined a cardio workout while lifting, shorter rest times, less weight, more reps, and an all-body exercise or two? I've tried it sometimes, but I'm going for very specific results from my weightlifting right now. And that's be in that 5 to 11 rep range, go to failure, and 3 or 4 minutes between sets. Yeah, I've tried a ton of variations. I've never seen the kind of results I'm getting with this one. Mama Sap, that might be the greatest comment I've ever seen. She says, my husband loves you because I told him we have to have more sex to fight all the space weather. I mean, we get a clap for Mama Sap on that one. Women, do you know that you can stop the pole shift with excessive amounts of fellatio between you and your man? You can stop it all. You can stop this disaster from happening. No, I don't watch the Canadian Prepper, and do not mention me to him unless you want him to yell at you. He is a bought, hook, line, sinker, climate change believer. So, I mean, you can mention him, baby catcher, if you want, but he's going to yell at you. Ben, could Elon Musk's Starlink act as a magnetic shield for the sun-facing side of the Earth? No, but it could act as a warning sign. It could act as a warning system. Elon Musk's Starlinks, I mean, like, I don't think you guys realize what it takes to create that kind of a magnetic field around our planet. It's significant. XRO, just rewind it to where I said that. Pause it. Then go get your wife so she can listen. Michael says, Twitter handle, please. Go in the links below the video. The link to my Twitter, every single day, under every single video I make. Do people not check the description box? What am I putting all those resources and all those information sources down there for? The Laughing Prophet, Elon Musk is just a UNWEF stooge. Yeah, you should see how much he disses the World Economic Forum on Twitter. He does it regularly. Don't just say things, the Laughing Prophet. In fact, I'm going to make it so you can't say anything at all. Bye, Felicia. I'm just going to turn this into a block party. In case anyone missed it, ladies, you have the power. I know you've been waiting this a long time. Ladies, the women, the power of the female energy. You have the power to save the entire world. You can stop the solar micronova with excessive amounts of blowjobs. It's on you. What will you miss most of this world after the micronova? Being able to get any food I want at any time. Yeah, being able to get any food I want anytime. Look at all these blowjob comments. Dang. Ladies, have you ever tried pulling one of those out in the middle of an argument where like your man's actually like engaging with you in this argument and it's getting really rough and you just want to end the argument right away? Have you ever tried pulling one of those out? Watch how fast he shuts them up. Daniel, thank you for your support. Elizabeth Jones, thank you for your support. Andy C says he's gay. Are you accusing me of being gay? One, that's not really it's not really an insult. It's 2023. Woke thyself. Second, I have 3 children. Got married in 2012. There's people here who saw the pictures from it. Anyway. Cat 5 Barbie says, I don't think heaven has bacon. The thought literally never occurred to me. Why would you say that? Could you be right? I don't know. You might be right. How much of a warning do you think Starlink would give? Surely it's too close to be of any practical use. What I meant is that Starlink is part of the warning system that tells us how bad our magnetic field is doing. When Starlink had those 40 satellites go down in February of last year, that is not the kind of solar storm that should have done it. That was a big wake-up call. Like, what? Whoa. That was a minor solar storm. What do you mean we lost 40 Starlinks in the middle of it? The fact that we shattered the auroral record this year in terms of low latitude appearance, despite the fact that it was modest space weather at most, that's a wake-up call. That's what I mean. Like, when the big one happens, no, it's not going to give us some kind of warning at that time. We're already going to know it's coming towards Earth for other reasons. But it can be a nice little bellwether along the way. Fair question. Will freeze-dried food in Mylar bags and cans survive the micronova? I get asked this question a lot. I don't know. It's possible they might. I could see why you're asking it. They might not. I would do everything you can. Putting them in a plastic container helps. That's for sure. In my experience, Pueblo is a pretty dangerous city. I don't like Denver either, but I feel like Pueblo is worse. Luckily, the population is lower. Oh, you mean that little guy? I wouldn't worry about that little guy. By the way, that was an accurate answer to Dr. Y's question and also a fantastic quote from Super Troopers. I'm surprised they are letting you talk about this. I don't have that many viewers, Ed. If there was 10 million people watching, they'd try to get me. Yeah. Blessed that I go under the radar relatively. I'm curious about LiPo batteries for an EMP. I don't know what LiPo batteries are. Sounds interesting. Oh, let's see this. Ben has neuropathological issues. I recommend. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, that was going to be good. Where is that one? All right, it was just below that. Where was it? Did it get blanked? I was about to have fun with that. Oh, there it is. It got deleted. Let's read it. Ben has neuropathological issues. I recommend to take a chill pill, but I understand it's really tough to deal with idiots' questions. Yeah, it's also apparently rough for you to hear. Because I literally, you know what? You're too stupid to listen to me. Something I said 5 minutes ago, you're gone. I love this. I'm just blanking fools left and right here. Dash Savers, thank you for your support, my friend. Former Parker resident, now in Oklahoma for medical reasons. Wish I could go to the ranch. God be with you, my friend. I hope you come on tour to OK City. Probably not going to be doing much touring once the ranch opens. But I appreciate that comment, Stephen. I did like Oklahoma City when we went there. We had a great turnout. Mobile Observatory Project. When Panama has Aurora, checkout time is close. Tom, you are not wrong. Maiden, I was born around 6 a.m. My parents don't remember the exact time. I was like, can't you just check my birth certificate? They're like, we don't know where it is. And I haven't had the need for it in a long time. Somewhere around 6 a.m. Texas time. Hey, Ben, I missed the last live. I've watched it afterwards. Man, that was one salty. Yeah, you should have seen how salty I was the last couple. I've been much better today. Ben, here is what lipo battery is, mate. Lithium polymer battery. Oh. Huh. I'll look into it. I don't have any offhand knowledge. Does Russia or China know? If so, what are they doing to prepare? Helios? They both know. I have shared how I know that many times. One of the biggest stories of the year was what China was one of the things that China is doing about it. Dan, I'm thinking about stopping using Rumble because it is useless to me. I understand that they don't censor anybody. I'm not censored anywhere. Rumble has not helped me grow. Virtually nobody watches it. And even with the people that do watch, literally the benefit to me is about 2% of what it is here on YouTube. It's less than 30% of the benefit I get if you watch on Twitter. I'm seriously thinking about just ditching Rumble. It's no point. It's just one more thing I have to do every morning. Ben, what's the most realistic apocalypse movie? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's any good ones. I like the first part of the core before they make that magic machine that can literally go to the core. I like Snowpiercer. Nobody gets it completely right. Ben, can you talk about the latest Cardington app update on earthquake prediction? Just wanting to plug the app, of course. Roos, you know that I don't control these apps, and I haven't for like 2 years. I don't know. I use the DPA. I don't even think I updated I have the Carrington app, but I don't even think I updated it. I just use the DPA. Those have not been my apps for quite a while. The Road is the most realistic apocalypse movie, says T. Cole. That might be possible. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything there. Ben, do you think the rains of 40 days and 40 nights was a flare over the ocean? No. Todd Kleckner says the DPA and Carrington are the same thing, just a name change. I don't know, man, because I've got a Carrington app and the DPA on my phone right now. Todd Kleckner, everyone. He's the one who controls the apps. Todd's been around for a long time. He does a great job with these apps. Space weather is now being discussed by the U.S. Space Force. It's been being discussed. And before them, it was discussed by the Navy and the Air Force for decades. What's the Soho feed look like? Why don't you go look at it for yourself? Andy C., now you're gone. God bless. About 10 more minutes, guys. About 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to go back to petting Hope, watching Vikings, eating something preposterously high in protein with no carbs, and waiting for my children. Ben, could you mention the 2 Micronova movies I know of, Terminus and Knowing? No, neither one of those is about a micronova. You missed Kev's super chat, did I? Where is it? Kev, where your super chat at? Kev, where's your super chat? All right, what did Kev say in the super chat? Anyone who caught it? What did Kev say so I can ask him? Ben, have you tried to contact Tucker Carlson? No, and he's not interested. You guys can feel free to bombard Tucker Carlson with, hey, you need to talk to this guy if you'd like to. No, Sirius is not our sister star. I've heard this stuff a ton of times. No. Fun idea. Greatly imaginative. Cool story. Magical. But no. Ben, a few months ago, I believe you mentioned a website ran by an observer where observers can meet and network with other observers. Can you mention that again? Absolutely. SolarKillshot.org. SolarKillshot.org. I'm really upset if I missed a super chat. I really try not to miss any of those. B Pitt, our spin is not slowing down. Earth is speeding up its rotation speed. The fastest rotation, fastest day on record was broken about 28 times in 2020. It was broken again in 2021 and 2022. I haven't checked the data in a while. Am I familiar with Friedman and Freund related to the connection between solar activity and predicting earthquakes? He is my good friend. Yes. He cited my paper in one of his. Seriously, one of his sun and earthquake papers, he uses me as a citation. Yeah, I heard of him. I've heard of him. He's a G. Stop asking baby questions. Kev, whoever you are, if I really did miss your super chat, email me. Do you think, given the I scrolled too far. Do you think, given the actual magnetic field strength, that 25% chances of a super flare happening this cycle? No. I don't think there's a 25% chance of a super flare happening this cycle. Definitely not. I think there's a 25% chance of an M-class flare followed by a filament eruption with a coronal hole stream in the middle of it causing a boom, 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 triggering something bad to happen. But not a super flare. Do you think the micronova will trigger continental shifts or build new land masses? Both. Do I think the Oort cloud could be a remnant of a micronova? Absolutely. As I have said several times, the Oort cloud probably is. Because their explanation for it, frankly, the mainstream explanation for it is stupid. Like, if you don't really know that much about astronomy and space, you hear it and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Not blaming you. If that was you, don't blame you. But the moment you start to really get into things, and then if you turn around and you look back at some of the elementary stuff they told you, you're like, wait a minute, what the? No, makes no sense. Fire Dog, I missed your super chat too? Damn. I feel bad, man. What did you say, Fire Dog? Did you ask an important question? I really do try to catch all the super chats. It's all I can actually do. Please forgive me if I happen to miss one. Hey, Ben, at last I caught you live. Thank you so much for signing my book. Right on. I signed all the pre-orders. I have one question. Is foam considered a plastic? What kind of foam? Some foams, probably. Other foams, probably not. Like I got a soap dispenser that when you push down the top of it, it turns the liquid soap into a foam. Pretty sure that ain't plastic. But other foams, like industrial construction foams, maybe. Those may be. I'm not an expert. If you sent me the chemical makeup, I could tell you in about 5 seconds whether or not it's considered a plastic. But Ben, do you think there's a connection between the magnetic excursion, solar flares, Earth's resonance, and consciousness? AJJ, you need to watch the playlist, buddy. Got like 7 videos on that, 7 or 8 videos on that. There's a huge connection. Huge. But please, toss in spirituality, human health, the body's energy fields, and a whole bunch of other stuff that matters too. The short answer to your question is yes. Everyone say hi to Hope. You know what? I just saw something on there. I'm going to save a whole bunch of people a question. All right. No super chats for a second. I'm coming. Hope, you sit your little butt down. All right. So, anybody ever wonder how the Earth's going to tilt? Take this so that the Atlantic Ocean is facing you. Got that? Atlantic Ocean is facing you. You want to know how the Earth's going to tilt when the crust unlocks? All right, so just pretend that the Atlantic Ocean is facing you and go like this until Greenland is at the equator. When you do that, at the other side, Antarctica will be at the equator, and the North Pole will be close to India, Sumatra. Let's put Greenland back at the equator. South Pole. Oh, wait, let me get that right here. So it's actually at the equator. There we go. So the South Pole with the Greenland at the equator. Sorry, I'm trying to do this watching in the camera. The South Pole will be somewhere in this area right there, South America. Oh, I like how I say no super chats. Mother. Video idea. Modern devices will be gone, but the devices made life possible before electricity, sundial, manual water pumps, cast iron heater, flood the stores with devices of the past for the future. I mean, if I start selling a bunch of that stuff, you guys going to buy it? It's a good idea to have those things, but you can buy them somewhere else. Just wanted to say thank you for giving my husband, Dan, something to look forward to with your live shows. Dan says, Denver sucks. Keep it salty. Sarah, I really appreciate that, and you should take my advice on how to stop the pole shift. Ben, when are you getting a burro? Like a mammoth donkey? I'm working on it. Hey, Ben, do you think the Oort cloud could be a micronova? Didn't I just answer that? Yes, I definitely think the Oort cloud is part of the micronova remnant. Thanks for helping me open my mind to yet another possible apocalypse. You're very welcome, my friend. Okay, we'll send you the information on email. Okay. Ben, you could sell thongs to a nun. Barb, that's very funny. There's a part of me that wishes I hadn't read that out loud. Joyce says, no stopping pole shift. Au contraire. Did you know, Joyce, and I'm going to presume your gender as female. It's a dangerous thing to do in 2023. I know. But Joyce, you have the power. You and all the women of the world have the power to stop the pole shift, stop the micronova, stop all of this from happening. I explained it halfway through the show. Go back, rewind, watch it. We are at the mercy of the females to stop the disaster. Joyce, yes. Females can just go back and watch the show. I explained it. Saul, you watch your mouth. You watch your mouth, Saul. He said men eat the sushi. I'm sure that'll help. Does Earth flip back right away or after 12,000 years? After 12,000 years, Roos. Otherwise, there wouldn't be time for 12,000 years of sediment with the alternating fossils to accumulate. If I knew how to put a banner on the screen, rock and roll fawn, I'd have banners all over explaining a whole bunch of different stuff. Ben, does that include female animals? And hope not. Damn. Oh. Carol, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. She says at 71, I probably won't be much help saving the earth. Well, worse things. And I have not been married too long to forget back when I was younger. One of the worst things is when you finally get to that moment, you realize, oh man, this is the first time this person's ever done this. Is space a vacuum or water? Neither. Neither. Hey, will Apophis have a trail of debris? I don't know. Have you looked into the perestroika deception yet? No, I haven't. You should just send me an email with a link you want me to check out, Liz. Liz, if I see you in my email, I'm clicking the email. Good to see you, by the way. Man, I suck at this scrolling. How fast would the Earth tilt? Just asking to imagine the kind of wave to expect. It's not about how fast the Earth tilts. It's about the fact that it is tilting perpendicularly to the rotational inertia that the oceans have. Expect, depending on the local geography and geology, 1 to 4 feet of rising tide for about 12 hours. Is there a book about what you think is important to rebuild a community and society? Oof. I'll say this. It's a good thing I ain't going to politics. I don't know of a good book like that. XJX Stealthy says, just because you're old doesn't mean your knowledge isn't valuable. Save the world. Joyce, I'm not going to repeat myself. I discussed it at length in the middle of the show about, when was that? Like 30 minutes ago, guys? Is that how 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago? Did I see where they're trying to say us pumping stuff out of the ground has altered the angle of the tilt? No, I didn't see it. I just happened to make a video completely and thoroughly debunking the idea months ago when they tried to say it. But no, I didn't see it. No idea what you're talking about. Any chance of a UK meetup? There is no chance. No chance of me leaving this country. Tweeted you workout music. Tucker, Alex Jones remix. Okie dokie. Anyone older than 40 needs DMT? Questionable advice. If I bring you a mammoth donkey, can I join the Observer Ranch? Maybe. Anyway. Jay Phillips. Yeah, I probably will miss it for a third time, but I saw that. So guess what? You got lucky and had one of your comments seen. Did you really think I was ignoring your question? Dick, you know what? You don't get the chance to ask it again. You know, I'm going to be salty here in the last minute. Everyone make fun of Jay Phillips for being a pussy. Something like, Jay, you're a pussy. Goodbye. Anyway. Eldol, I like that. I might make that shirt. Anyway. Barry Kelly, the ranch is going to be open in like 2 or 3 months. And you guys can come talk to me whenever the hell you want. All right, guys. We're a little bit over the amount of time. I'm hungry. Ragnar is waiting. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning for the daily show. You're going to like top story tomorrow morning. Okay, fine. I'm getting more super chats. Here's an idea. What if the ancient machines start up due to pole shift like the ones in India? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But all right, now I'm calling it. Guys, don't miss the morning. John, thank you for your support. Appreciate that. Yes, Deming might be okay. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't looked to, I don't remember exactly where Deming is off the top of my head. There are some places in New Mexico that are going to be good. There's some that are not going to be good. Anyway, you're not going to want to miss the top story in the morning show tomorrow. I will see you guys for that show early in the morning before the sun gets up here in the new Valley of the Sun. Be safe, everyone.